I think Shopify is in a pretty unique situation in that we really do have merchants in over 175 countries. Shopify really does see the value in having diverse teams. We recognize that when you have a diverse team, they're better positioned to understand our diverse merchant base. We have merchants in over 175 countries around the globe, and that's only going to increase as we grow as an organization. And so for us to have teams that actually might understand some of the experiences of our merchants, it's important for us to have teams that have diverse backgrounds. We also believe strongly in a lot of the research that's out there around the innovation and creativity that can come from teams that are diverse. But for Shopify, I think where we're at today is, yes, building those diverse teams, but also creating that culture of inclusion where regardless of your background, you want to work here, and once you get here, you're set up for success.
Here in Canada, we are in the very advantaged position that the world, the talent of the world comes to us, and our government brings this talent into the country. We need to embrace this, and it's our responsibility to recognize that the world is coming, but the talent from the world who's coming comes from different starting points and might need access to some information and opportunities to be able to show the impact they can have in a workplace. Our mobile developers in the Android team who are around for a long time said, hey, when we started on the team, we didn't know Android at all. And I looked at them and said, so I can just hire people for you who don't know Android as Android developers, and you teach them, and then that's okay. And they said, yes. And I just took them serious. The bootcamp itself was a 2.5-day program. We started on an evening so that we could just set up and have some icebreakers, and then had 2 full days of education.
The first thing into this whole recruitment process is that we made sure we looked for candidates that had all the different types of experiences. And the other thing is that we were very mindful about the gender representation.
We wanted the Android Bootcamp to be an invitation-only initiative. And to identify newcomers who are software developers, we partnered with 2 immigrant community organizations here in Ottawa, InTech and WorldSkills, and they helped us to identify talent. And we also looked back into old applications who we had from newcomers who weren't successful and invited them to this initiative. Another thing we did is contacting software developers here at Shopify who are immigrants and who are very involved in their immigrant community, asking them to reach out to their peers and asking them if they are interested in this initiative.
If you provide the right tooling and opportunities for people, there's always potential for growth. And especially at Shopify, I've had the experience firsthand that it's not your background, but how your attitude toward things.
This experience has really been a great reminder for us to pause and think about what we might be missing out on when we continue to do things as we always have. So in this instance, we were able to pause and think, okay, what we might be doing to block great talent or great individuals from an opportunity? And so with this, we've not only opened ourselves up to meeting people who we may not have potentially met in the first place, but also to play a role in bridging one of the many gaps that people have as they join and start their new life in Canada.